What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Good to have you here. And if it's your first time here, awesome. So nice to meet you. I am Shelby McDaniel, nutritionist and certified mind, body, eating coach. And today, I'm going to tackle a topic that I know y'all can relate to and I love talking about on this channel, and that's emotional eating. We all know how easy it is, right, to just turn to food when we're feeling ticked off or stressed or anxious or overwhelmed, like whatever that is for you. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 top strategies that are going to help you recover from an emotional eating episode and get back on track towards a healthier mindset, because a healthier mindset is going to translate into healthier eating. And look, if we're being real, all right, about emotional eating, it's not the one isolated emotional eating episode, that one initial, like, unintentional thing that you got a little mindless with, right, that gets you into trouble. It's not the one thing. It's the next 10 things that snowball after that that really get you into trouble. So when you have an emotional eating episode, here are things that you can begin to practice. First is you have to start with some self-compassion, my friend. You do. AKA, you gotta be a little nicer to yourself. So instead of beating yourself up for one more emotional eating episode, remember, all right, I'm human. All right, slip-ups happen. I'm in the process of learning how to overcome my emotional eating. I'm learning about my emotions, learning about my needs. Every human on this planet experiences emotional eating at times. Even those with a healthy relationship with food is totally part of a normal, healthy relationship with food to experience some sporadic emotional eating episodes. So for my type A perfectionists out there, it is unrealistic to expect 0 emotional eating episodes, like ever. Like, that's just not realistic. So instead of beating yourself, take a moment, right? Get mindful, reflect. All right, what happened here? What triggered this? All right, what triggered this emotional eating episode for me? Was it stress? Was it loneliness? Was it boredom? Was it a thought that I had? You know, just you becoming aware of these triggers, that's going to help you prevent these episodes in the future. All right. And it's all just about progress. So if all that being said, if you only focused on this one step of practicing self-compassion, I can guarantee you that you are going to cut down the intensity and the duration of any emotional or binge eating that you're currently experiencing. Like, hands down, this is one of the biggest areas that people don't realize they need to improve in. Like, they kind of suck at being nice to themselves. It's really not all about their meal prep or exercise. And sure, maybe those things need to improve, but it's really so much comes down to their lack of self-compassion for themselves. All right, so that's step 1. Step 2, speaking of thoughts a moment ago, we need to reframe your thoughts. All right, you've got to challenge the negative thoughts that arise habitually after an emotional eating episode. You know what I'm talking about, the whole "you suck" or "screw this" or "F this" or "here I go again" or "I already ruined it." I mean, take your pick. So here's the thing. If you don't reframe your thoughts, here's what you're doing. You're taking one problem and you're turning it into 5 or 10. That makes no sense. All right? It makes no sense. If you reframe your thoughts, which will more than likely include some self-compassion in there, then you're only going to experience one slip up, one mindless moment. But if you don't reframe the thoughts, you are going to create way more problems than you originally even started with, which you're ticked off about, which it only moves you further away from where you actually want to go. So you've got to remind yourself that one emotional eating episode doesn't define you. It doesn't undo all of your progress that you've made. I always tell my clients, don't turn one problem into 5. So reframe your thoughts, be more positive, be more compassionate, and you'll see that improve also the intensity and duration of your emotional eating. All right, so that's step 2. Step 3, when you follow those first 2 steps, you're more than likely going to also need to step away and go engage in some self-care, which that might sound boring, but it is what it is. It's what you need to get out of these situations. So when you find yourself in that aftermath and you're going to have that urge to get sucked back down into that downward spiraling black hole, right, of guilt and shame, but you can choose not to do that. Follow step 1, follow step 2, and then step 3, intentionally peel yourself away from that chaos, okay? From that urge to go down the black hole, and instead choose to do anything else that brings some calm or some joy to you, right? That doesn't involve food. So go read, go lie down, go call someone, go watch a favorite show. Just go step outside in the sun for a few minutes. Go pull some weeds. Like, I love doing that. when I have urges. So whatever that little micro thing is that can fill your cup just a little bit, all right? These activities are gonna help you shift your focus away from food and towards more nurturing your mind, right, and your body. Now, when you practice this, I'm telling you, it's not going to feel like the easiest thing or the most natural thing at first. And that's because you're creating you're rewiring your brain. You're creating new neural pathways regarding how to think and feel and do things differently in these situations. So to create that, you have to focus on that. So you've got to just keep staying intentional here. Have that game plan in place. When this happens, emotional eating happens, what are one or two things that I could do to help me bring back in some self-care? And let me tell you, over time, this is going to become your new norm. All right. So that's a wrap on our top 3 tips to recover from an emotional eating episode. I hope they were helpful for you. Leave some comments below. And remember, this journey it's just always about progress, guys. It's never about perfection. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate even the smallest victories along the way. And if you found this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from these strategies too. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content on how to create an empowered relationship with food and body and learn to use your eating and health challenges as a pathway for your own personal transformation.